Laura Geller has recently stepped into the world of cream makeup, but the question is, do these products hold up against classic baked powders and lovely eyeshadows that Laura Geller already has on the table, or is it a flaming disappointment? Stay tuned to find out. Hey, welcome back to the channel. We all know that Laura Geller is the master of baked makeup, but can she pull off the cream makeup as well? That's what we're going to find out today. Today I'm testing out some new products from Laura Geller. One of the more interesting ones to try out is the Laura Geller Best of the Best Cream Full Face Basics. So this is a full face cream palette, and we're going to test this along with some other new products to see if Laura Geller can do cream as well as she does baked powders. I'm also going to test the Double Take Baked Bronzer and the Gold and Glamorous eye palette. I have also a cheek tint, a lip liner and a lipstick, and we are going to supplement it with makeup from my existing Laura Geller collection. I've already done my base today. I have used the Hydrate Spackle primer. Recommend using a primer with the Laura Geller powders. And then today I have done a light base using the Baked Balance-n-Brighten, predominantly using fair, but then I did finish it off with a slightly darker light. So let's get on with the review. So this is the palette that I've been dying to try for a while now. It is the Cream Full Face palette, Cream Full Face Basics palette, and in here we have, I think along the top there, we've got 3 cream eyeshadows, we have a cream blush, a cream highlight, a cream bronzer, and 3 cream lipsticks. So I've not only got these cream products to try today, but I also have the bronzer, the eye palette, and the other products I've showed you. So we might do a head-to-head. I'm going to do these cream products on one side and then use the other traditional powder products on the other side and see who wins. So according to the instructions, we use this lightest eyeshadow all over the eye as a base. So I've smoothed the lightest shade all over as a base, but I have just swatched the shades on my fingertips. I think the colours look good, but it does feel a little bit greasy. So I'm not sure how this is going to hold up on my slightly greasy combination skin. So the next one is to go all over the lid with the second shade. And then it says go in the crease with this darker third shade. Now, while I think it looks fine, it does feel a little bit damp and greasy, so I'm not sure how that is going to hold up over the course of the day, but let's go ahead and do our other eye. So for the other eye, we're going to try this Laura Geller palette. This is the Gold and Glamorous 8 Multi-Finished Eyeshadow Palette. And I think the colours here look really nice. Looks much more like traditional eyeshadows than the creams. So I'm personally feeling a little bit more optimistic about the powder shades. If I just swipe some of those on my fingertips, you can get a feel for what they look like. I'm going to go all over my lid as before, but with this dusk powder shade. I'm going to go in the crease with this shade called Cozy. And then I'm going to take the shimmer shade Copper with my fingertip and take it on the lid. So here we have our 2 eyeshadows. The first one I think looks very nice actually, but the cream texture did put me off a little. Let's see how it wears through the rest of the makeup. And then the powder, this is actually a really nice eyeshadow palette from Laura Geller. For those of you that struggle with the baked shadows and find some of the other matte ones a little bit boring, this one actually seems fairly well pigmented. I think this is one of the more successful eye palettes I've tried from Laura Geller. So next up, I'm going to try bronzers from the cream palette, and this one is the Double Take bronzer in the shade Fair. I'm applying this with a small brush. Like I say, I'm not sure about these cream textures, and I'm not clear if this is going to go on matte or shiny. It does look a little bit at the moment like it's got quite a satiny finish. My feeling is that these cream products are really going to work best for those of you that have complained that you find the baked powders too drying. I get on quite well with baked powders with having a combination skin, and I'm suspecting that these cream products are going to be a little bit greasy, a little bit too sheeny for my actual skin type. So bronzing the powder, baked powder on the other side. This is much more in line with my cup of tea. This looks like a nice matte bronzer. And that's in fact the reason I bought this one, because some of her bronzers have shimmer in, but this one doesn't actually. This is a lovely, nice matte bronzer. So we can compare them side by side. We have the cream and the powder. I know that the powder side is winning for me right now. So for blush, again, I'm going to take the blush from the cream palette and I'm going to compare it to this, the Laura Geller Serum Blush Cheek Tint. This is in the shade Poppy Peach, and this is how it actually looks. You have to click it up to bring the blush into the foam applicator. This is removable and they did provide me with a spare. So, okay, let us go in with our cream cheek. I actually think that's quite a nice shade. However, let me use my finger to blend this in. Again, we've got this kind of creamy consistency. It doesn't feel, I'm assuming because it's sort of cream in the box like that, it isn't going to dry down at all and set. I'm assuming it is just going to stay like that, and that's really a bit shiny for me, for my tastes. Let's go ahead and try the Poppy Peach Serum Cheek Tint on the other side. Again, this is actually a liquid, this one, so rather than being powder, so not quite sure what the final finish is going to be, but it's gone on obviously a lot more controlled. I've clearly used too much of the blush on this side. This one has gone on much more controlled and I guess consequently is looking a lot better. It also is a liquid, so it feels like it's going to actually dry down, whereas this side is staying very shiny. I'm actually a bit concerned about the shine on this side, so I am going to apply some of the foundation over this area here where I don't really want to have all of that shine, and perhaps underneath as well. All in all, these cream products have been quite difficult to apply for the first time. I'm sure, as with anything, that with practice I'd be able to use them a little bit more effectively, and that's looking a little bit better now we've gone back over it with the powder. Maybe that's the trick, is to apply the cream and then to reapply your foundation over the top of it to mattify it down a little. But I'm fairly pleased with the blush on this side. That's gone on really nicely. I fancy a black mascara today, so I've grabbed the Day and Night. This is the night mascara. This is like a set of two, a day and a night version with a brown and a black in one, which I think is a really nice idea. This is the nighttime, so this is our black mascara. I really like the wand on this. It's not too deep, so it doesn't poke through your lashes and leave mascara all over your skin. I am a big fan of Laura Geller mascaras. I think they go on really nicely. They give a lot of definition, but they never clump and they never look overdone. They always just go on really smoothly. So simple as that. There's our mascara. Right then, so for lips, we do actually have lips in here. Again, I'm not quite sure how they're going to work out with them being cream products. And I want to put those up against the lip liner and the Italian Marble lipstick. I am thinking I might apply the lip liner all over and then use the two different products to fill. So this is the Modern Classic Waterproof Lip Liner. This is in the shade Nice Neutral. And here is how it swatches. Okay, so that's our lip line. I really like these, and they say that they're waterproof as well, which I think is awesome for eating and drinking. Right then, I'm not quite sure how to apply these, so I'm going to take the deeper shade here and I'm just going to apply it to this side of my lips. There's not an awful lot of pigment going on here. They're sort of like almost like a gloss with a bit of colour. And not sure about the texture for me, but if you like a nice satin or a gloss, then it might work for you okay. But on the other side, I'm going to apply the Italian Marble lipstick. This is in the shade Dolce. And that's how Dolce looks. Again, it's very moisturising, this one. But in fact, the end results are actually quite similar. So here we have our finished look, testing the new Laura Geller cream palette up against new products to me, but in the traditional formulas. Which one wins in your opinion? Before we finish, let us spray the Spackle mist. This is the Cooling Aloe, and that will hopefully keep our makeup looking fresh all day. So for me, I know which side is my winner, and it's the classic Laura Geller formulas. The cream palette, this is too shiny for my skin type. Perhaps if you have very dry skin, you might love this, and I guess that's who it's for. Will I use it again? I'm really not sure, unless I want to grab something for a very creamy moisturizing finish. I think the eyes look nice, the lips look nice. I'm looking too shiny around the cheek area. So for that reason, I can't see that I'm going to be reaching for this, unfortunately. I'm much happier with the bronzer and the cheeks and this really nice eye palette as well, actually. So what a shame. It's such a shame Laura Geller's kind of stepped out of her comfort space and into something new, but for me it hasn't really cut it. It's a bit disappointing. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you being here, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Bye for now.